Hi KK Beauties. As you guys can see from the title of this video, this is a long awaited video. I've been promising y'all all summer, and I'm finally gonna let y'all know everything I did to start my beauty vending machine business. You can also take these tips for if you want to start a regular vending machine business. When I say I've seen so many different type of vending machines, from CBD machines, pizza vending machines, I've seen them all. So the vending machine business is really growing, especially if you are in the beauty industry. So having my beauty vending machine is a great way for me to get my products out there, get my name out there, and to make some money while I sleep. Like, who don't want to make money while you sleep? That is the goal, to not have to work hard, okay? Work smarter, not harder. So basically, every time I'm posting about my machine, I always get these questions. Where did you get it from? How much did it cost? Are those your products in there? I just get so many questions. So I'm going to start telling everybody, hey, I got a video breaking down everything that I did. So let's just get into it, because I could ramble on, and let's just get into it. So I basically wrote everything down. Y'all, I'm old school, and that's one of the biggest tips I would give you when starting the business. Write everything down. I keep multiple journals for different things, from products to just different business ideas, different locations. I keep a journal for everything. So that's the number one thing. Write things down, keep things brainstorm. Okay, so 6 different steps that I broke it down into. So step number 1 is you want to come up with a name for your business. You want to think of something unique to you, creative, and you want to make sure you check on sunbiz.com to make sure that your business name isn't already being used. So after you get your business name, you want to go ahead and file your EIN and your LLC. This is your employer identification number and your limited liability company. These things will make sure that your business is running legit. Also, when it comes to income tax purposes, make sure everything is filed correctly. They'll also help you with different type of license you'll need to sell depending on your state. So there's apps for this. You don't have to try to figure out how to file all this stuff on your own. There's different apps like LegalZoom, Rocket Lawyers in Business. There's all different type of apps you can use to help you get your LLC running legit, okay? Now, step number 2. Now that you got your business name, like I said, you want to start brainstorming. My bad, y'all, don't mind that. But you want to start brainstorming and writing down some ideas of what you want to sell, what type of products you want to sell. I always use social media. Of course, we're in a day and age where everything is on social media, so it will really help you keep up with like what's trending, you know, what's popular right now. I always put up like little polls on my story for my followers to vote on like different lash styles or different nail styles, things like that. So use the internet to keep up with what's trending. And I always want to tell people, when you're doing a beauty vending machine, I started out selling everything, but you do probably want to narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3 different items so you can see what's going to do good. Don't just go buying a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff, because I did do that in the beginning. And also, like I said, I was selling everything. So if you need my vendor list, you can also DM me or email me, and I can get you my vendor list for a small little price. My vendors help with your logos. They do custom logos. They do good at shipping, affordable products. They work with you. Their communication is good. So if you don't want to have to go through testing out so many different vendors like I did, I have my vendor list that are trusted vendors. So now the 3rd step, you got your business name, you know what you want to sell. Now it's time to find your machine, of course. Now, beauty vending machines, they could range anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000. So what I always suggest people when you're first starting out, if you don't want to spend that much on the machine itself, is just get like a regular snack machine. Now, the only thing with getting a snack machine and selling beauty products is you would have to make sure whatever you're going to be selling will already fit in those slots, since they're already made. But if you do want to take the route that I took, where my machine, it has LED lights on it, it has a touch screen on it, I can upload pictures, videos, it accepts Apple Pay, cash. Those are going to cost you a little bit more, and I do have a bigger machine. I have a second one that's going to be on the way. It's a smaller machine, but if you do want all of those features and things like that, the more features you want, the more fancier you want your machine, the more you're going to spend. And honestly, I know everybody like all the glitz and the glam and the cute machines, but honestly, if you just want to start out, you could get a regular snack vending machine for $500 and just start out selling you some stuff, whatever could fit in there, and it's okay. Get your machine custom wrapped, because there's a lot of places that do custom wraps, and you could get it custom wrapped, and you could start off that way. It's way cheaper route than what I took, because also if you ordering a more expensive machine, a more nice machine, you're also going to have to pay for shipping, because they're going to have to come from overseas, and also you're going to have to wait. So it'll take about 60 to 90 days. To the fourth step that you're going to want to do, you got your business name, you know what you're going to be selling, you know where and how much your machine is going to cost. Now it is time for you to secure a location. Now, with securing a location, this is going to be the most important part of your business, because you want to make sure that, first of all, the location is somewhere that has a lot of foot traffic, because your main thing is getting people to come up to your machine. Since you're not like an online business, or you're not like a storefront, you want to get into a place that has a lot of foot traffic. I always suggest people to try malls, colleges, shopping areas, and things like that. My machine is like at a flea market type of mall. I know a lot of people call them swap shops, or different places, swap meets, depending on where you're at. But yeah, and also whenever you're going to different locations, it's always good to talk directly to the property manager. If you cannot talk to the property manager, try to get their contact information, because you don't want to go around telling everybody your idea, just, telling anybody what you're trying to do and what your idea is and what your plan is. So you want to make sure you're talking directly to the property managers. Whenever I went to go talk to property managers, I always kept like a list of like things that I would sell, a picture of the machine, a little bit about my business, and all of my contact information, just in case, they might be busy, or you can't really get a hold of them right then and there. You have something that you could give them, to like a visual, and also your contact information. Like I said again, if you guys want more one-on-one help with that, I can set up a Zoom call or a FaceTime call, and we could set up like how to talk to appropriators and how to set up contracts, because I know that stuff, it could be kind of nerve-wracking, going to talk to people and trying to pitch them your... Now, the fifth thing, speaking of contracts, so contracts and compensation. So being that your machine will occupy space and it will take up electricity, you will be required to pay like a booth rent, or like commission. Some places already have things set up for vending machines, and if they don't, it's good to have something already prepared of how much you can spend a month. And maybe if they're throwing out a big number, maybe you have to negotiate. Maybe you could do like a 6-month lease. You have to speak up when it comes to things like this, because you don't want anybody to charge you more than what you're even making. That's definitely not what you want to do. So you want to go around to different people, talk to different people, have things already laid out, written down, practice what you're going to say, and stuff like that. And use the internet, okay? Use the internet. That's what I'm here for, to help y'all. That's what Google is here for. That I'm going to give y'all is some of my do's and some of my don'ts when you're starting this beauty vending machine business. So let's do the do's first. What you do want to do is you want to look into other small business loans and things like that to help you fund your business, help you get your inventory. I know when I first started out, I'm still learning a lot about business taxes and business credit and all of that stuff. So I do suggest you guys start doing research and look into that. So if you do want to buy like your second or third machine, you have more resources to help you purchase it. You're not really coming out of pocket for everything. And trust me, y'all, there's a lot to learn out there when it comes to business. So do your homework, okay? Another do I would tell you, do accept other forms of payment. Don't only accept cash or only accept card. Accept different forms of payment. Just like I said, my machine accepts cash, it accepts credit card, accepts Apple Pay as well. Y'all gotta, we in 2023, mostly everybody have Apple Pay, so you do want to accept different forms of payment. Another thing you do want to do is add your phone number just in case they need to contact you. Something gets stuck. Maybe you said something wrong and the wrong item came out. You do want to have your phone number on there and your social medias so people could follow you. The more people follow you, the more people know about your machine, things like that. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to overstock in the beginning. Like I told y'all, I did that. I bought a bunch of stuff that did not sell. So I would not say buy a whole bunch of things because you really don't know what's going to sell and what's going to do good, because the items that I stocked up on a lot, they didn't really do that good as the items that I just stocked up on a little bit, they were doing really good. So I would say don't overstock in the beginning. Do your research, kind of brainstorm what you want to sell and see how it goes from there. Don't neglect the maintenance of your machine. You want to make sure that your machine is working. You want to constantly check on it. I make sure I clean mine down too. I don't want people walking past and it's fingerprints and stuff all on it. You don't want every time somebody come past your machine is not working. That'll tear people away from wanting to use it. So you don't want to neglect the maintenance of your machine. You don't want to not restock. And I ain't even gonna lie, I have been slacking on my restocking for a little bit this summer. You don't want to be known as the machine that never have nothing in it. You bought these cute pair of lashes out of there one time, or these nice nails out of there one time, and you go back and they're not there. You go back the next week, they're not there. So you don't want to not restock. You want to keep it restocked. And the last thing I would say don't do is do not put your machine in the area that does not have surveillance. If there's not security there, if there's not cameras, especially if you put it somewhere outside, which I had a lot of trouble with trying to get my machine in a lot of places outside just because of how high tech it is. No one wanted me to really put it outside. But if you do have like a regular machine and they'll let you put it outside, make sure you have surveillance. Because I even had problems with security standing right there monitoring the area and people were unplugging my machine. So that's a big thing you do want to make sure of. But other than that, guys, those were the 6 steps that I took to starting my beauty vending machine business. I hope this helps you guys out. Everybody that comes and asks me, I hope y'all come and watch this video and learn a lot. And just like I said, if you have any further questions or you want to know more, you want to know how to set up a contract once you get your machine, you want to know how to set up your machine, you want to know good places you should put it, anything like that you need extra information on, you can email me, DM me on any social media. You can literally comment under this video and I will